So, is he not here? Should I go? All right. For May 7th, 2025, this is DC Action News, reporting bravely and boldly every Wednesday as the news breaks from the center of the multiverse. I'm Absolute Alex Jaffe. Our top story: in Evergreen, Nevada, the colossal entity identified as Abensur, which, on our last report, emerged from a Green Lantern-shaped structure from space, entered a standoff with local police with the power of a weaponized green light at his command. First among the dead before the alien entity flew into the sky away from the city was Evergreen Sheriff Guy Gardner. We have learned that Abensur has come to Earth to render some form of judgment, imploring humanity to be without fear. In possibly related news, a signal was intercepted across planets from multiple entities, each referring to themselves as Brainiac.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trapped in some kind of mirror between universes, and I had to, Was that you?
No, I'm just as surprised as you are.
Yeah, sorry, I had to ask. I think the guy who got me was Scottish.
I mean, same.
Do you think it was Grant?
Who's Grant?
Never mind. Well, thanks for holding down the fort, I guess. Should I do the intro?
No, I already did it.
Okay, then. Let's go to commercial, I guess, and get reoriented?
Sure.
It's been a long week. Unleash your secret self at Checkmate, Washington, D.C.'s hottest nightclub and bar that is not affiliated with nor a front for the defunct spy organization of the same name. Dance it out with the nation's political elite, get close to the decision makers, and get drinks 15% off all night long with qualifying proof of military security clearance. First 50 senators, congressmen, or government IT professionals get free access to our VIP lounge, The Rook, featuring live music from house DJ Mr. Spinrific, bottle service for your table, and the hottest dancers with no prior experience in tactical espionage. Find your king, queen, or knight at Checkmate. Checkmate is not responsible for lost or stolen state secrets and cannot be held liable for the actions of renegade intelligence assets.
Welcome back to DC Action News. Our top story this week: astronomers have spotted a giant meteor on collision course with the Earth. This certainly looks like a job for Superman, although under a thin outer layer of metal, the meteor is apparently pure kryptonite. If we didn't literally have hundreds of other active heroes who could do the exact same thing without Superman's kryptonite weakness, we might be in trouble. Star Labs advises we remain calm as they get in touch with Red Tornado or something. Next, we have an update on Captain Atom's abduction by the terrorist group Inferno. We've learned from an anonymous agency source that after the depowering of the world's metahumans in the Absolute Power event, a small population within that group had their powers altered or exchanged. Some metahumans never had their powers returned, while a few non-metahumans received powers which had belonged to those metahumans. We've been told that Captain Atom is among those affected in this way, altered so that his abilities might potentially empower others. If true, this would make Captain Atom one of the most important figures on Earth to the balance of global power. Frankly, the fact that Captain Atom is currently a hostage of Inferno leaves us more disquieted than that kryptonite meteor. More as this develops. Following the recent crushing defeat of the JSA by the Injustice Society that resulted in the theft of the Helm of Fate and the death of Wildcat, Justice League leadership has stepped in with an offer to share resources by officially bringing the Elder Superhero Society into their fold on the Watchtower satellite. JSA leadership rejected this offer, resolving instead to address the issue on their own. No decision has been made as to whether Wildcat's son, Tom Bronson, or his protege, Yolanda Montez, are interested in succeeding him at this time. In Gotham Underworld news, the Shadow Hand, an organization of criminals founded by Two-Face working in opposition to the White Church, the secret court used by most of Gotham's crime lords to regulate their own disputes, was declared not guilty for their recent attack on the church by Two-Face. Two-Face's counsel has clarified that it's been Two-Face's bad side who had been leading the Shadow Hand, while his good side had been active as a solicitor for the White Church. The two halves of Two-Face now appear to be reconciled, although not for the better. Going to Gotham's outskirts, Poison Ivy, the long-wanted alleged leader of the terrorist group the Order of the Green Knight, has been found in Marshview, an abandoned, long-forgotten suburb of Gotham claimed by the Swamp many years ago. She is currently standing off against the police.
We just reported a police standoff on my world, too.
Does ACAB include the Absolute Universe?
I think especially.
Finally, in this week's Deaths and Resurrections, we must announce the tragic loss of Lady Shiva, martial arts cult leader and the world's greatest martial artist. Her death follows the recent defense of her title against Black Canary after a surprise upset where the challenger conceded after kicking Shiva down to the mat. Shiva was killed in an unrelated incident during a standoff with the Unburied, a rival martial arts cult. This marks Shiva's third known death, previously by her daughter and Ra's al Ghul, both times revived by way of Lazarus Pit. Shiva is, for the moment, survived by that same daughter, recognized by the Order of Shiva as the One Who Is All. Hey. Do you want to do the sign-off?
Really?
I mean, how often are you here?
Okay, if you're sure. And that's all the news on your Prime Earth. We'll be back next week. For DC Action News, this is Absolute Alex Jaffe, and your day has now been saved. For more on these developing stories, read Absolute Green Lantern number 2, Absolute Superman number 7, the DC All-In Absolute Universe 2025 Free Comic Book Day Special, Justice League The Atom Project number 5, JSA number 7, Two-Face number 6, Poison Ivy number 33, Black Canary Best of the Best number 6, and Batgirl number 7. DC Action News is a listener-supported broadcast. Your contributions to patreon.com/DC Action News are what keep us running. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of DC or Warner Brothers Discovery, nor should they be read as confirmation or denial of future plans. Never stop reading comics.